Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for some, well, I was going to do a regular news broadcast, but I figured this news is just a wee bit too big, to hold in, to one person, so I figured share it with the guys because, this is a big time announcement. It literally came out of the blue. At least we didn't get the regular, it's going to be, at midnight some night type of deal. All right. So, okay, let's open this up and take a look, shall we? Wham, wham, wham. There we go. Okay, so we finally got confirmation on Bradley Walsh, which, Zoe Ball had apparently dropped the ball on that one a little while back, so to speak. And also we have Tosin Gill, or is it Tosin? Tosin Cole and Mandip Gill, and Sharon D. Clarke will be regular cast members. I don't know. Let me go around the panel. I'm going to ask you guys what your opinion is off the bat. Okay. Let's start with Graham. You go ahead first. Go first.
Well, like everything else, you've got to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I'm assuming they've been cast because they can act. You'll have the naysayers. You'll have a lot of the naysayers out there basically saying, "Well, oh, looky here. You've got every diversity under the sun there. They're catering for everybody. They're ticking every box." And you'll also have the other folk who say, "Well, the only problem with Free Companions is how much time is Jodie Whittaker's doctor actually going to get with cramming in all these companions?" You obviously had that issue with Davison back in the day. Again, it's going to come down to the writing, and you're just going to have to give everybody the benefit of the doubt until you see them in action.
Okay, Philip?
I'm of the same opinion as Graham. And in regards to having Free Companions for the first ever female doctor, I'm worried that she might get overshadowed by having all these companions because the BBC are not too too
confident.
Yeah, too confident with having Jodie as the lead, so they're giving her something to fall back on in the sense of having all these companions. But like you say, it's to be seen how it all plays out, and I'm of the opinion also that Bradley Walsh might be a recurring character, not so much a companion, but might be a father of the two younger companions. That sort of thing, that sort of gameplay.
They must bat it about then, Phil. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. But there could be like, what do you call those kind of kids that,
adopted.
I've got adopted kids. They could be that. It could be totally different. But, let's see how it pans out. But I do hope they don't overshadow her because she needs to stand out beyond those three.
That's probably the only concern, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Connor, what do you think?
I like all three of them, what I've seen of them, particularly Bradley Walsh. I have to agree with Philip. I think Chibnall is taking the idea of a family show literally, and he's going to... I think these three members are all the same family, including Sharon D. Clarke. I think she's going to be the mother. Bradley Walsh is probably going to be the stepfather sort of character, and they're the son and daughter. I think that's going to be their dynamic, judging by how they've announced them all at the same time. But yeah, I think three companions is often quite a lot, and considering now we have a shortened format, a Netflix sort of format, it's going to be a challenge. But I think it's showing confidence in Jodie that she can dominate the screen while having those three people around her.
But that's the flip side, Connor. If she does it, that's the flip side of the argument.
Yeah. I think if she ends up doing that, then that is a confident move from Chibnall. Yes, I like the look of all of them, to be honest, from what I've seen at the moment.
Okay, Elijah.
Interesting news today. You got all different types of people on the spectrum in regards to the 3 that have been announced. And we have our first companion named Graham. So
Booyah!
there you go, Graham. And yeah, kind of pulling the Davison with having 3 companions, you know, in the TARDIS, which can be risky. But at the same time, we don't know how much they're all going to be involved or all at the same time. But overall, very excited to see how this works out.
Okay, MB Fed.
I'm going to be the slightly contiguous aspect to it. You're going for something completely brand new. You're going for a female doctor. You should make your female doctor front and center. And it just seems to be that you're putting a lot of bodies in the way. And I just think, yeah, you are going to overcrowd it. You know, I've always said you should have an older male companion as a counteraction, because you run the risk of sort of, if you have a younger male, he's going to become your action hero type thing, you know. So you go for the older, older person and everything like that. So you've got a sort of a counterbalance. And then you remove the love interest type of thing. Now, whether they're going for, like we've said, the sort of blended family, which is very much a thing at the moment. But this just I don't know. It seems like spread betting. You know, we'll try and do everything so everyone's happy.
Head to best.
And if you're going to do a bold thing like go for a female doctor, which is what they've done, then go something bold and make her sort of like first and forefront and get people out of the way, to be honest with you. So, you make your focus the doctor. They're both Hollyoaks. How much of this is going to be recurring characters, whether they're going to be there or the point? I had to look at Bradley Walsh's Panto schedule. He's only committed for a week, really, in December. So he's available for pretty much the majority of it if you take out an aspect for rehearsal time for the pantomime season. So he can be there for quite a large portion of this.
You're not happy, are you, mate? You're not happy.
Do you know what I mean? It just like not being funny. It's Scooby Doo, and they're now turning the Doctor into Velma. To be honest with you, it's sort of like I don't know. Like we say, it's going to come down to writing and everything.
Yeah.
Like that.
What if the guy, the Tosin guy, I don't mean like that. I meant Tosin Cole. What if he just?
It could be pronounced Tosin, but
What if he's outside of that family unit and he's just someone that gets dragged into the whole situation?
Again, we're speculating. We don't even know if they're a family.
You don't know, but you've got your action, you've got your glamour, and then you've got your old fellow and everything like that. And it's sort of like, well, you've got somewhere in the middle of it, you've got a doctor type character. Maybe like Connor's saying, they're making it. Well, she's going to outshine all of them and everything like that. But you've got a hell of a crowd there to get past first. But then again, if things go badly, you've got a bit of a human shield going, situation as well. So, maybe this didn't work, we'll try something else. It's sort of...
It's as if they're getting a pattern for our first year to see how she floats.
Okay, William, have you heard the news yet about the new companions being announced?
I just saw the picture of them. I don't know their names, what they did beforehand, or nothing like that. They all look young, though.
Okay, Bradley Walsh has been confirmed.
Oh, that's the name that's been going around earlier, right? Yeah.
So that's one thing, because we got that from Zoe Ball. All right. Then we also have this fella here. I think that's Waycott Cole. I can't remember his name.
Tosin, whatever. T. Cole.
Tosin Cole. Reading here, he played an X-Wing pilot for all of a minute.
Yeah. And he's part of Hollyoaks.
No one cares, Phil. Only you watch that show.
Oh.
Then we have Mandip Gill. And also possibly a recurring role by singer Sharon Clarke. So
she's playing the Danny Pink role, essentially.
Looks like we got quite an ensemble going on here. What's your knee-jerk reaction?
I want to know which one of them's going to drop dead first.
Oh, red shots. Yeah, well.
Come on, I mean, the last time we seen that many companions was when Peter Davison was the doctor.
Yep.
And then we'll find out what happened to one of them. They end up getting dropped dead. So even though that character turned out to be not to be a fan favorite, but
we still have to remember Bradley Walsh might not even be a companion on board the TARDIS. He could.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it could just be the father that we go to visit. We go to. You know how they used to
If
do.
you read the article, it says he's travelling in the TARDIS.
Yeah. The only one that's not in the TARDIS is the singer chick. Going by the article.
In that case, and considering we've only got 50-minute runs each story for 10.
60 minutes and 9:50. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be a bit of a hard.
you're gonna end up spending at least 3 to 4 episodes on the backgrounds of each of these characters, so we could familiarize with them. Unless they all work or go to school in the same place, that makes no sense.
You can't afford to do that with 10 episodes run. You can't really afford.
It's not my fault. Your television studios are
went
so
for
cheap.
the Netflix model.
Are so cheap that they're going to do 10, unlike the 22 we have here in the U.S. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. I mean, they either have to work together. That means in the beginning of the story, they have to be either work in the same place, they go to school in the same place, or something like that for all of them to meet together like that so quickly that we're not going to familiarize with each of these characters. Considering we got an older gentleman, African guy, and Indian girl, so that's right there. You got 3 different backgrounds. I don't know how they're gonna end up meeting together, and what's gonna make them want to go with the doctor in the Travers.
How pacey is Broadchurch as a whole, as a story? Is it kind of?
I like how you're asking us on your television program that you should be watching.
It's middle ground. It builds up.
I mean, Phil, it doesn't mean they're going with Broadchurch style, Phil.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
Broadchurch is Broadchurch.
No, but what I'm saying is because you've got all those companions, you've got to really make it snappy quite quickly, rather than.
But you got to remember that Broadchurch was a murder mystery that we. So the murder mysteries are all these suspects. We find out about them during the episode. Like one guy was having an affair, and I don't know this thing. You're not going to see this in these characters. Because the Doctor Who is supposed to be a family program. You're not going to see anybody maybe having a serious relationship with one another.
You just understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to work out how fast you can. I can't think of the word. You can sort of
how to condense it. Probably the aspect of what we've said, like a blended family, making it more in line with what the situation is within, within the UK and everything like that. That would be the simplest way to explain it. I suppose you've got Bradley Walsh as the dad who's concerning about his kids, whatever, be they step kids or foster kids put into danger. So, he's going to be the one who's going to argue with Jodie's doctor character. You've got the young, dashing action guy, the young hot chick. They're going to be gung-ho, whatever. That's the thing. It's sort of like, I'm wondering where the doctor role is going to fit into that, personally.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, so interesting. We got Walsh playing a character named Graham. We got Tosin playing a guy named Ryan. And then, of course, Mandip playing a character named Yasmin. But so far, we don't have a name for Sharon Clarke's character as yet. But like I said, it's just, weird. They just popped this out of nowhere. There wasn't we're making a cryptic announcement this Saturday at midnight.
Earlier on, me and
but of course, the real reason why they did this, right?
November 4th.
Yep.
Script reads,
Script reads and filming's going to start in about a week and a half or so, on November 4th.
Earlier on,
then that means we'll be getting a costume announcement at some point.
Yeah.
Adam Orford's already booked me a hotel room.
That's one thing we've learned from the last couple of seasons. When the BBC come out and do a cast announcement for any season, that means they're going to be showing up on set or something sooner or later, because they want to get in there first before the set reporters and the press do. They want to control the spin. You see. All right, you get Philip. You got your finger up. So go ahead.
I was going to say earlier on, me and Connor were just talking about the fact: could Sharon Clarke's companion be a female antagonist?
She's not a companion as yet. We don't know.
No, a female antagonist, a villain.
We do know the first 3 are regulars, but so far nothing more on Sharon Clarke. Not even a character.
That's what I'm saying. Could she be a villain of the piece? in the story.
But you know what more companions mean? More toys for you guys to buy.
Yeah. Pump that BBC money into worldwide, kids. Yeah.
Still waiting for that
complain-
Nardole action figure.
Yeah, you complained you didn't have enough toys. Well, guess what? We've got more companions and more toys coming to you.
Unless
The
you,
old,
unless
the old
they're-
man
No,
the old man doesn't sell any merch. Here's even more toys for you. There you go.
The only thing I can think of this is Cliff Neal does not want to use characters that has been used in other seasons by the former showrunner. Probably maybe the lady, the woman is
Black Ronnie.
No, maybe she works. Maybe she works for Unit or something like that. They're not going to use Osgood or the other characters like that.
Black Ronnie. Yeah, that's a good one, Beef.
I think to comment on how this news came out, I think this is what it's going to be like for Chibnall's era. We're not going to get any word of anything until it drops.
Well,
So we're not going to get any anticipatory sort of countdown to any sort of announcement or anything. It's just going to drop.
I mean, and it was very cryptic also with, you had that fan survey out this weekend asking, how would you feel if you had two or more companions? And there you go. So
Yeah. They've already cast, so why are they putting it in a bought service?
Pre-warn you.
Jesus.
It's called pre-warning you. So this is what you're getting, bitches.
So there's gonna be so the new season's gonna have 10 episodes, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
One of them automatically is a Dalek story for financial obligations. They have to use that.
No, that's a cameo.
Well, you're still gonna have a Dalek.
You're still gonna die.
What?
And I'm glad Elijah mentioned that survey because guess what? I still have the photos he sent me.
Okay,
So
go for it.
Videotape, shall we? All right, check this weird crap out. When I sat down and read these, I'm like, am I getting ready to watch a new sci-fi program or am I getting ready for a job interview? Well, what the hell? I'm not kidding. Some of these questions are just out there. Like, let's start off here. To what extent do you agree with the following statements? All right, Doctor is a never-ending adventure. The monster is my favorite bit. The Doctor makes me want to be a better person. The monster scared me. Doctor Who is a sci-fi show and should stay a sci-fi show. What?
Okay. What?
Well, hang on. It was originally a sci-fi show.
Was it Girly Letters that speculated they're saying that because they're going to try and make it more fairy tale and fantasy?
Put it on the Matt Smith era.
I like it. The second to last one. It says, "I like it when there is a TARDIS team with more than one companion."
Mm-hmm.
See, they're kind of getting you in the mindset.
I'm sorry, man.
Subliminal messages.
The minute you start letting the audience dictate, there's a problem because you're never going to cater to everybody.
I like that Doctor Who is a chance to escape my ordinary life. Every day with the Doctor is an adventure. I hope he ain't been going with me in the shower because that poor fella's going to be traumatized.
Yep.
It's a Yeti!
Well, soon to be Jodie. Oh, God, that poor lady.
Oh.
Okay, get ready for this. Here's the best one. All right, please tell us to what extent you agree with the following. I stay up to date on celebrity news and gossip.
Nope.
I'm more outgoing than other people.
Maybe.
Really into gaming. I am
Yeah.
physically active.
No.
I am spiritual.
No.
Nope.
I believe in ghosts.
Only in Halloween.
Yeah.
I love shopping.
When I got money.
I'm really into sports.
When my team wins.
Yeah. Exactly.
Get ready for this. I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist.
And
Negative.
why do you
Oh.
want to know? Yeah.
Yeah, I am anxious.
On a blind date.
I follow the latest trends.
No.
Never.
I'm an artist.
Maybe.
Aye, right.
I am quick to form judgments about people.
Every day.
I am religious.
No.
No.
And I believe in aliens. So, didn't we already cover that? What?
Is someone digging up the old Roswell files? What the hell?
Are these
not kidding.
templates to episodes we're
I
going to
could
do?
have swore I took a test just like this when I was putting in a job application at UPS.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. They gave you a psychological exam, and I was like, I'm just going to be putting boxes on a conveyor belt for crying out loud. I'm just going to be watching a freaking TV show. What the hell's this?
What do you call them? The APB test or something? What do they call the high school test you get where you've got to pick the
SATs
SATs, that's the one, yeah.
Those GD.
or
Whatever.
ACTs.
Yeah. ACDC. Well,
All of it.
The next
Which
question,
of the
yeah.
following series have you watched? All right, now I want you to think in your mind, what does this have to do with Doctor Who? Okay,
okay.
Game of Thrones,
Yes.
Boss?
Arrow,
Yes.
Star Trek Discovery,
No.
Bugger off.
I
The
do.
Expanse,
Never heard of
Yes.
it.
Stranger Things,
Yes.
Yep.
The OA,
I thought it finished.
No.
Orphan Black,
It
Yep.
finished.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead,
Starts today.
Outlander,
Chick show.
Indeed.
Supernatural,
Yes.
Indeed.
kind of a chick show, yeah.
Why is Doctor Who in the bloody...
I was going to say, why are they asking that?
Yeah, Sherlock,
Yeah.
Finished.
Doctor Who,
When it's good.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty,
Religiously.
Indeed. What about them?
Westworld,
Yes.
Yep.
Mr. Robot,
Nah.
Nah.
The Man in the High Castle,
No idea what it is.
and The Handmaid's Tale.
No.
Don't have a clue.
Chick show.
How many of those are made in the UK apart from Doctor Who and Sherlock?
Now, The Handmaid is out on, I think, Hulu.
It's Orphan
ain't it?
Black on the UK.
Orphan Black.
Yeah.
It's a co-op production.
Orphan Black's in Canada.
Supernatural CW. OA's on Netflix. Stranger
You're
Things.
right. It's Doctor Who and...
The
That's
Expanse I've heard of, very slightly, but I've never seen anything having to do with that. I just keep hearing about it. And it's like, but what the hell does Arrow have to do with Doctor Who, for crying out loud?
Just, it has John Barrowman.
Flashbacks, time travel, I don't know.
John Barrowman.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, John Barrowman, as well as what you call it, River Song was on it. What's her name?
Yep.
Alex Kingston was on it as well.
Mhm.
So, but okay, I can see Rick and Morty kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, but how many of those are UK produced shows? Apart from Sherlock and Doctor Who, there's been
None.
That's it.
they're pretty much all American produced.
Or a co-op,
You
yeah.
may get your wish, guys. Americanized.
There you go, yeah.
Maybe they're looking at the genre of what kind of show Doctor Who should be, and they're looking at what they look at. You know how
Maybe they should concentrate on what Doctor Who is and it being the trendsetter, like it always has been.
It
in
should
the
be,
past.
Phil.
That's-
Yeah, you know.
Because, you know, you have one end of the spectrum here with Game of Thrones, which is based off like a medieval level society and just about anything goes, language and, well, sex-wise. And then you have The Handmaid's Tale, which is about a dystopian future where the religious order has taken over as the predominant government and is basically forcing women into a controlled rape so that rich people can have kids. I'm like,
Diggity.
what? Yeah, it's like
I
talking
have
about
no idea.
really apples and oranges kind of going on there.
Unless they're gonna be sex being shown in Doctor Who.
Now, Mr. Robot I've heard about, but I've never watched. It's on like season 3, I think now.
But also, how many of those would you consider as being family shows?
That's a good question, because you really don't want to sit down with your kid to watch The Walking Dead unless you're like, you know, Bruce Campbell. You know,
Three on there maybe.
3?
Well, Star Trek. Well, Stranger Things.
Discovery, I
Yes.
would-
Star Trek, you play that if you want to put the kids to sleep.
There you go. Stranger
well-
Things. That's family, I guess.
Yeah.
To
well,
that degree, yeah.
yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, Outlander is mainly a chick show from what I read about it.
You got that right.
Okay, so let's move on. Last one.
Now, what else we got?
We have found that people define genres in different ways, so we're interested in the other kinds of programs that you may or may not watch and how you would categorize them. So please select the genre that you think best describe each of the following series. So now they give you this list of series and decide you got to choose between action, children's, comedy, romantic comedy, chick flick, thriller, drama,
Jesus.
horror, indie, sci-fi, fan. Now, here's my problem. The first time I watched an episode of Doctor Who was because I picked up a program guide, nothing was on, and I was running my little finger through the pages, and it came up Doctor Who, the Sontaran Experiment, sci-fi, fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was one thing. It wasn't two different categories. So
There's 2 different categories, eh? Oh, jeez.
see, I don't see how they split it into 2 different categories because I don't know. But see, so that's just kind of like it's like, what the hell does this have to do with the upcoming season?
I have no idea.
See what I mean? It's really just like, it's like psychological. It's like, next thing you know, they're going to be expecting me to solve Schrodinger's cat. What the hell? Is he dead or alive or
Or a Rubik's Cube. Yeah.
Oh, I've got him.
That box
What?
is in a stink.
Schrodinger's cat in a box.
Probably, they probably want people to vote. And what is the majority of people going to think Doctor Who is? Is it a children's show? Is it a sci-fi show? It's like that. And then that's what they're going to try to make the season be more of. Is it going to be more family, children, or sci-fi? Unless it's a 3-way tie. So one of them is going to be the most dominant voting piece right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick knee-jerk reaction because, this is the, going to be like the biggest TARDIS team we've had since, back in the days with Davison. And as they found out the hard way back then, if you have so many characters, you really don't have to. And look at how much time they had per episode, and they didn't have time to focus on, 3 TARDIS companions at a time. So I'm kind of wondering, what's going to be the deal here? How are they going to do this, with one 1-hour premiere and 9 50-minute episodes? Because you're going to have to define these characters over that first series so that the people who are watching can relate to them. And
some of them will survive.
I still say one of them's gonna be a red shirt. I'm telling you.
So now that we have that come out, are we going to get the costume thing put out this week as well?
Well, I'm assuming sometime within the next couple of weeks because they're going to be starting shooting.
Well, they're not long, so yeah.
It's like anything else. That there's concerns, but you're just going to have to let it play out and let the chips fall where they might. If it goes belly up, the good thing about this show is you've always got time to change it. But give the actors a chance.
Yeah, cool.
Well, that's all I wanted to ask you guys, since this is kind of astounding news that came out of left field because, I think Chib's going to be doing a lot of this to us, because he is very secretive about his work. He does tend to do things to throw off set reporters and whatnot. So, and given what Moffat did with all of Series 10, where it was filmed primarily on private locations, military bases, or in studio, that's what I'm wondering if Chib's going to do.
But if there is anything you'd like to see on Doctor Who in the upcoming series, they have actually installed a suggestion box outside the front of Roth Lock where you can put an idea in, and you'll probably see it in an episode in a few weeks.
I'm sorry, but I saw a guy up in front of that box the other day. I saw a picture, and he kind of had his pants hiked down. I don't want to know what he was leaving in there.
All right, hang on. I'm going to put my suggestion in now. Hang on. Black Ronnie. Yeah, there we go.
I just feel sorry for the person who had to open that one. Okay.
Oh,
okay. So that's all I just wanted to talk about real quick was the knee-jerk reaction in the survey. So, okay. So until next time, folks, which I still haven't decided what the next subject's going to be. So we'll see you when we see you. So take care.
roll,
Brother.
Land is coming.
shining sea.